Call me Josh Giddey the way I pass the ball. Hey, you thought I was gonna say something else, didn't you?
Ash Ketchum.
Yes.
Yugi Moto.
Call me Josh Diddy the way I giddy.
Oh.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor.
Oh no.
Find out who would win.
Who's up, Josh and Nate Giddy?
We still Josh and our Giddy in 2026?
Just look at how long
Nigga, have you missed all? Did you miss all the Marvel Rebel shit? Drama that's been going on?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I've been seeing all of it on Twitter.
Cook up. That shit.
You seen that?
Find his answers at the
Ash is 4'7".
So Oak hooked him up with the electric
Yeah.
mouse.
Short king, man.
That's beyond short.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together,
I've always wanted to watch the anime, but it's so fucking long. And I feel like I wouldn't fuck with it.
Over 1,200
Took up.
episodes, and the cornerstone
You can watch
The
it and be
only
like,
thing I've ever seen from that anime,
oh, you never watched it growing up?
no. I only fucked with the games. I didn't even fuck with the games until like towards the end of elementary school.
Damn.
But the only thing I had ever seen from this show is when I was in high school and I had went to watch an episode, or like I had turned on Cartoon Network before I went to school, and that shit was on. And a Pidgey, I think it was a Pidgey, was like trying to fly away or something. This nigga turned his hat backwards, cocked that bitch all the way the fuck back, and then swung that bitch full force. And that shit like curveballed and smacked the Pidgey on the back, and it hit that nigga so hard that like that nigga's wings like flapped out.
Yeah.
And then he captured that bitch, and it made me look at Pokemon way different. It was
Cook
like,
up.
damn. Like, he really just beat this nigga ass and then threw a hard ass metal ball at this nigga back. Broke the nigga's spinal cord. She was really on. Like, yo,
Hey.
you using my niggas like slaves.
Man.
He's really just a Malcolm X of Pokemon.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded. As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid? Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
I'll never
Just
question
like
that nigga
Ash's
again,
Pokemon.
man.
They're not
Good
just
job.
collecting dust in a shiny
He's really
hunting
right,
box.
bro.
Ash's league ID won't let him carry
Humans
more
are
than
pieces
6
of
at
shit.
a time. But if he needs them, they'll all come running. Water types like Squirtle and Lapras
Pick up
are
the
key
phone,
in
baby.
seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam. One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which
Then you
is
got those freaky
fine.
ass
Hell,
niggas. You know there's a few of them
Very
freaky
rare.
ass
Grass
niggas
types like
in
Bulbasaur and
Pokemon trying to
Torterra
fuck their
induce
Pokemon,
status
bro.
Hey, bro. When they were sharing that lore, the end game, they shared that lore that, you know, some people be fucking around with their Pokemon, man. What's going on? Niggas be fucking their pets.
It's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this leaf blade, Smeargle victim. Or that's what I would say if to
Yeah, I do my Lopunny raw.
Frickin' Latios.
What do you mean you don't do your Lopunny at all?
4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show. They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive.
If you're not having
get
sex
my
with your Lopunny, you're not
revenge,
living.
and a roar. Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride
We
over
gotta
packs,
stop.
Ash
And he
lost
said,
the
"Oh."
Burning Force for cheese and fumbled the Indigo League.
Oh.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that
Oh,
friendship
shit.
motivated
My
them
fault,
to
my-
dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam. Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like
Pick up the
Gary,
phone,
Ash
baby.
will call for the most unexpected signature
I know
move.
your own, baby.
Seismic Toss, the people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild. Ash's Pokedex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps
I want to
over
play as
mountains and
Red
into
Hood. I want to
space.
shoot a nigga.
Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world. Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as white
Let me
as
shoot a
island.
nigga.
Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch,
I literally-
Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy. With new regions,
thought
soar
it was
new
right.
flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile.
She in love with the
Gible will
pie.
drop Draco meteors on
With
anyone,
the-
but mainly Piplup. You
Oh,
want
aye.
physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was
This nigga
nothing.
Red Hood's so
Ash
cold,
can
bro.
choose his own hands if he wants.
Who
and
is?
He does a lot. Maybe his
Red
secret
Hood.
is watching the
Cook up.
Minnesota Vikings.
Do you know who that is?
Resilience is the
Yeah.
bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon
Fuck.
must protect and enrich each other's lives. Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime.
They talking about Ash got some hands. Ash is not about to beat Yammy's ass, bro.
Back home, who
He not like that.
with Reflect, Light Screen,
Yeah,
and
fuck
Psychic.
no.
Yep, that Mr. Mime. The
You don't
stepdad
think,
who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home.
he can get one off on him,
so
though?
That's how it works.
He probably get
Figured out
one.
two ways to bond with his pals with Aura.
Little
It's
sneak.
the
Just one,
life
though.
force that interacts with souls.
Yeah,
and
they
links
gave
Ash
me-
with Lucario. This jackal excels at
That nigga got aura, bro. Whenever
Yeah.
his voice would change, and that nigga was there, that nigga give a fuck. They tried to kill Seto. Nigga Yugi was like, nah, we can't do it. He'll die. Good. Y'all just happy.
Nah, what's the little bug nigga, bro?
Oh,
When you trying to
Weevil?
kill that nigga, bro? Yes. When you remember because they had the ones
Yes.
that had like you could actually feel the pain. And
Yes.
he kept hitting that nigga over and over.
Again! Dark Magician!
No, it wasn't even Dark Magician, bro. It
Was
was
it
like
not?
Celtic Warrior.
Cook up. Good damn.
Or some shit like that,
get
man. He
fried
just
by
kept
some-
having that nigga slice his ass. Or was it what's the Dark Knight?
Dark Knight.
Buster
Fuck.
Blader. Is
Dark Knight.
that what it's called? Buster Blader?
Good go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or
what it was. It
Luster.
was
Luster something, I think.
Yeah.
Luster Soldier. Some bullshit.
Yeah, Luster Soldier. Some shit like that. Whatever it was. But
Yeah.
it was one of them kind of niggas, and he just kept having that nigga just slice his ass over and over and over. This nigga's a Tigger.
I think he ripped up his fucking Exodia. Never forgave him.
Hey, I wouldn't either.
Hey, cook up. They got an instant
Man,
win.
My grandpops gave me that card.
Man.
Teams and Aura Spheres.
Really get
And
fried.
with Mega
Bro.
Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp. A Mega would have been handy at the
What the
Safari
fuck?
Zone when Ash
Somebody
champion Cynthia's
pulled the
Garchomp
pull out on
would've-
fucking Ash, bro. Can you see my screen?
No.
Safari Zone when Ash accidentally
was
caught
for sure
30
cooking.
Tauros, and he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls. Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon
Fraud
League
ass
over
nigga.
and over again.
I wasn't gonna say fraud at
Just
first.
turn the hat backwards
I
and
forgot
lock
I'm not
in.
just in
Ash's
PlayStation
strength
chat
is
no
not
more.
in battle theory, but his nurture
That guy changed
evolves.
himself.
He knows Pokemon feelings better
Yeah.
than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize
I've got
their
to be
senses
so
and
free
movements,
recently.
transforming
Took
him
up. They got to spread his wings.
comes with a huge
Nah, a lot of times when I watch it too, you know, I'm recording, so I'm like, hey, whatever y'all say something crazy, I always just delete it.
Ash Greninja ran the lines
Oh,
of
that's so
champion
sick,
Mega
man.
Gardevoir.
Nigga like,
Just a
damn,
normal Gardevoir
that was
could
gonna be some
conjure
good
black holes.
content.
Cause I know I'm not gonna remember to edit that shit.
we just ruined it.
They saved the world from Lysander,
Well,
who tried to kill all
there goes that
life.
video.
They fought the giants, the Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas.
It's not funny, my
Entire
fault, man.
regions. Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal
I know that
forms
should
of
probably be having that
Groudon
nigga
and
hot
Kyogre.
too, bro.
Yeah, don't
Nah,
get me
I'll
started
be
on
alright.
Alon.
I know what I'm dealing with.
Did everything right, but no.
He said, "I know you guys are tiggers."
Especially when Bunk starts getting me. Cause that nigga
Oh, yeah,
was
when he
not
gets
getting
turned
me.
up?
Fuck.
Nah. When Unk start getting turned up, it's really over for anything.
When this aired.
And everybody.
After his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed. Kaiju Gengar! He haunts foes with G-Max terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells nasty in there. Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into 10 million volt Thunderbolt. This rainbow lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked. Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god. A legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
The fuck?
Got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary. In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept
he was
of
like a
time.
huge
Is
Red
there a
Hood
legendary
fan,
Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
and
But it all
I kind
started
of
with Pikachu.
fucked up
So
Red Hood
it was
for him.
gonna end with Pikachu.
Why?
I told him that
Tournament of Champions and Alon, Ash faced
the nigga
the
uses
number
rubber
one
bullets. He
trainer.
doesn't use actual
Finally,
bullets.
Finally, after 3,000 years, we're
Nah, he don't
free.
fuck with bro.
More kids, let my boy
Yeah, he said I
win.
made bro look
Yes.
like. He said I made bro feel like he was a bitch.
Ash did his best, and he had
They
no
play with BB
regrets.
guns.
Now free to
Well,
hand
I
over
mean,
his torch to new bright-eyed
kinda is.
trainers. Ash realized that to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed. Because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues. If you want to
Beat your
travel the
bitch
world
back
like Ash
down.
or look as great as
WWE
Yugi, then we got the
SmackDown.
threads for you. This battle is sponsored by Quince. You'll like this. A bunch of Death Battle staff have owned Quince stuff for ages, so we know it's legit. Quince makes it easy to look sharp, feel good, and find gifts that last. From Mongolian cashmere sweaters to Italian
I'm talking
wool
raw,
coats,
nigga.
Quince jackets / Death Battle.
Raw.
Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Death Battle. Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization? Time travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers. Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game. No, Wiz, they were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink. Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time, and the pieces of the
I know you want to hear some real
Millennium
sick
Puzzle.
shit.
It's
So the
said
nigga that I
one
play
who
with,
solves the puzzle will pass judgment on
that
evil.
nigga,
And in the
he's like
modern
40.
day, Yugi Moto
and
reassembled it
he's
and
talking to his
wished
kids
for
or
a
whatever.
friend.
Cause them niggas be playing with us
Turn
too.
that jam up. Yugi
And
was a shy
his
kid
son, the nigga started bullshit.
up. But little did he know that completing the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh. Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while doing so.
Hey, at least Yami
Anime
5
Jigsaw.
foot, bro.
Yami wants to play a shadow game. Whether it's griddle air hockey, Mario Party with chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters. It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points. When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game. And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush. The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits. You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts. Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo. With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami were ready for anything. Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and there they go. Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. face my 2,000 card deck. Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards. Yeah, cool story, Wiz, but what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome? Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have him multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze. Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him, but I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy moves.
Nigga moaning.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages. Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl. Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals. There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, Higher Fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating? Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real-world card game. Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip, and Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like... If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points. And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back. Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
That's sick.
Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated. No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half. They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities. And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp. Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival. Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out.
Shut up, Merrick.
Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity. This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet. So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays. When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the gods' limits. And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly defeating Ra. This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars. Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe. But at the top was the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is. If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards. I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck! Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds. Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Go.
Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light. She's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win. No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do. A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem. Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half. Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool. Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
That's so cold, bro.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship. There will always be another story, another duel, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games. The Battle of the Millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help from our friends at Raycon. That's right, this message is sponsored by Practically No Rate. Why didn't show up late?
That'll be them telling us when they add in.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities. Before we start, let's lay some ground rules. We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them. It's time to death battle!
That's cold.
You okay, Pikachu? This 4-on-4 is tricky. Hang in there!
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack, and I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him up with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up! Great job! Now, Thunderbolt!
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise, Dimension Snake!
Hey, this shit means something to me, man. This shit means something to me.
Oh,
Fry.
I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Oh, buddy.
Charizard, I choose you!
Oh, buddy.
Aha!
The ghost. Hey, they got a hell of a budget for this, bro.
I'll be back, Bridget.
I got you.
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
I draw
Just need to believe
in the heart of the cards.
in the heart of the cards.
Who's that Pokemon?
Haruxi, goddess of light! This is it! Magicians, flash burning magic! Haruxi, Joser!
Yeah. You gotta sit there and take it, buddy.
Pikachu, let's finish this together.
Ah!
10 million volt thunderbolt!
You activated my trap card! Magic Cylinder!
Goofy ass!
Send your Thunderbolt back to attack your life points directly!
That was clean, bro. That was clean.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
That's cold. That was cold.
KO!
Oh,
They did their thing.
childhood. Whiz, quick! I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters.
All right, I want to peep the comments first. Want to see if niggas pissed.
Starting with experience,
W video,
both
W
Ash
fight.
and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is
Cook up.
obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable
Yeah.
to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience. But when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Marik and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi can control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords
Cook
of Earth
up.
and Light and
That was okay. I actually like that. I like that. Ash is definitely a fight first. Do poison you never. Or if I'm hitting you with fucking Thunderbolt, if I paralyze you, it's not my intention. That was cool. That was cool.
Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in
Pick
strategy.
up.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ashes can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more psychic barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution.
Ah,
And so
cook
on.
up.
The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon.
Yeah.
And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is
Okay.
Yugi Moto.
That might be one of my favorite death battles, not gonna lie. That one and that Bowser one was cold.